Have you ever wondered what it would be like to live in a fantasy kingdom inspired by medieval France where everybody speaks a little bit of French here and there, and there's a baker called Bread but in French, and despite the fact that it's medieval, people still speak like they know what the internet is? Because if you have, then Serpent and Dove is the book for you. Lou LeBlanc is a witch, and she's currently hiding from her mother, who really wants to sacrifice her. She's in a city where she can't use magic, not only because it will draw attention to her and her mother's trying to find her, but also because the city is run by a church who hates witches. One day Lou is stealing, and this guy who is a witch hunter for the church tries to catch her, but she escapes. She runs into him again at the theatre, and this time she's covered in bruises. So when he tries to catch her, they tumble onto the stage. And because she's covered in bruises, everyone in the audience thinks this man is just attacking this poor girl. So everyone's mad, and Reed, who is the guy who attacked her, the witch hunter, he could lose his job. So the Archbishop is like, the only way to solve this problem is if you guys got married. I feel like there were a lot of other solutions. I don't know why he jumped straight into marriage, but because apparently it's fine if he attacked her if she was his wife, you know, that makes sense. Anyway, they get married and she moves in with him. Reed gets a 16-year-old named Ansel to guard her in the tower. So Lou decides to start flirting with a 16-year-old and saying weird things like, I like him young. Also, Lou has a magical ring that makes her invisible, which took her months to find, but every time she's in danger, she just forgets that it exists. I forgot to say this earlier, but witches release a scent whenever they do magic, and sometimes throughout the book Lou does that, and everyone's like, what is that weird smell coming around specifically from this girl? It's definitely not her. That just is not possible, even though the smell is only around when she is. And for a witch hunter, Reed knows nothing about witches. Like, you have one job. That is literally your job. How do you not get it? At one point, Lou and Reed go to a play, and there's a witch there who tries to talk to them. But Reed knocks her out and then burns her at the stake. But luckily Lou managed to take away her pain. And then the Archbishop and Lou go to a play, which is about someone who is part of the church having a kid with a witch. Who could that be? The performers who are witches try to take Lou, but Reed and Archie manage to get her away. One witch makes it through and Lou fights her off. Reed, the witch hunter whose job is to hunt witches, finally figures out the woman he's married to is a witch. He has a bit of a breakdown, and he also realizes that she's the daughter of the Archbishop. Lou's mother finally gets her, and I just have to say it took her so long. Like, Lou wasn't even hiding. She was going out to plays. She was out on the town. How did it take you so long? But she takes her to be sacrificed. We find out that Reed is the son of the king, which isn't really that special because the king has like over 20 illegitimate children. So get to the back of the line, buddy. No one cares. Everybody makes it to the sacrifice, and Reed has to kill the Archbishop in order to save Lou, which he does. And then it turns out that Reed has magic, so he might be the first male witch or something, I don't know. This summary doesn't even begin to cover half the weirdness of this book, by the way, so if you ever want to read it, good luck.